Hi. So this section is about you getting started in being strategic in your marketing. You see, a lot of people think that marketing is, at an exaggerated level, having a superstar come in and say, hey, my stuff is amazing. But that's not really what marketing is. Marketing is about having empathy for your customers and really solving problems. Now, what you want to be doing is you want to be starting with the 3 Ps, and that video has been laid out. But let me give you a few more examples. When you think about the customers you are focusing on, you want to be asking questions like, am I able to reach them? Where are the forums, groups, associations? Are they online? Are they offline? And am I able to reach them? Do I have connection with them? A second question to ask when you're thinking about the users that you're trying to reach is, are they able to pay? I used to run a coaching program to help people create breakthroughs in their careers. And a lot of school kids would be very excited to work with me. But the problem is they could not afford it. Maybe their parents could afford it, but that's a different issue. But if I took the same program and worked with working professionals, they would definitely be able to afford it. Right? So the question to ask is, are they able to afford it? Do they already spend money in a similar space? So these are 2 questions to think about when you're thinking about your person. When you're thinking about your problem, here are 3 things to think about. Number 1, in an ideal world, if anything was possible, what would they wish for? Put down 1 or 2 wishes, right? So for example, if you're thinking of an engineering college student, maybe what he wishes for is a chance to join a company where there's technical work happening, right? So that's wishes. What are the barriers? Sit down and think about why he can't get it. He doesn't have technical skills, he doesn't have exposure, he doesn't have good communication skills. And then the important question, and this is really the key, what are the category complaints? If you're in engineering college, a category complaint could be you're not very effective with your placements. It could be that, students don't have exposure to the real corporate world. Trying to find a solution for any one of them will allow you to differentiate yourself dramatically. So these are some questions to look at in the promises side, in the problem side. On the promises side, here are 3 things to look at. Number 1, what are your top 3 to 5 competitors and what are the benefits they're promising? Literally, you want to put a name and you want to say benefits and you want to put the X or a tick. Right? And you want to have 1 or 2 benefits that only you have that they don't. Second thing to look at is what have been your big wins. If you've been in business, when have customers really been excited? What was the benefit you gave them? A third one to think about is who solves this category complaint exceptionally well. Let me give you a quick story. So I was working with a company that was doing biogas plants. And when we looked at the process, the setup of the biogas plant is the slowest step. So one question we asked is, where else or who else sets up things like this really quickly? And one answer was the Indian Army. The Indian Army sets up bridges during times of war in really, really fast periods of time. So we looked up the internet, we spoke to a few people, and we found a few interesting ways where we could set up our plants, including making it modular, like Lego blocks, snapping them together, a certain way of planning things. Now, these 3 questions are what you can use to help you think about your promises better. Here's a quick tip. For something to truly be a promise, it cannot be an idea. It has to be a result you're promising by a certain time. So you can say that I promise to give you 3 interviews, going back to the engineering example, with Fortune 500 firms in the next 90 days. Only then is it really a promise. Otherwise, what you have is an idea. Once again, answer these as best as you can, and I look forward to meeting you.